welcome back. I'm Mandy, the Handmade Homeschooler, and today we're going to be talking about dreaded summer mush brain. Now, if you don't know what this is, teachers know exactly what this is. And if you're a homeschooler, you probably know exactly what this is as well. I have children that have the most amazing ability to go about 2 months without school, and somehow they have forgotten an entire year of math. And if you have that problem, then I'm going to give you 6 tips today to help you with your kids if you take your summer off. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, you know that we do year-round schooling now because that works better with my work at home schedule and with my husband's schedule. And summer mush brain was actually part of the reason why we implemented year-round schooling. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't have any time off. We just take time off in smaller chunks throughout the year. So we'll take 2 weeks off here, 2 weeks off there, but in no way do we take several months off like a traditional school schedule. But if that's what works for your family, I'm going to give you some quick 6 tips that will help you and your family and hopefully cut down on some of the frustration when they forget 6 months of math. Okay, so first, sometimes we did a mini school. Now, what does that mean? So mini school would be like we only did a couple subjects, or we just did morning basket. So the important things, we would always read Bible, we would watch something educational on television, something like that, to where they are focusing in for at least a little bit of their time every day, and we always come together as a family in that portion of our day. So a lot of times that's morning time because that's when we all seem to be more focused and alert. So number 2, I always limit screen time. Screen time and developing brains, if you've read the studies, it's not a good thing. So we heavily limit screen time, and that means television, that means iPads, that means computers, all of that is very limited in my home, and I found that that really helps cut down on a lot of the summer mush brain. So try limiting your screen time, or try having your kids earn their screen time by either doing some extra chores or by helping you out around the house, because during summer there's a lot of activities and there's usually a lot of vacations and things going on. So have your kids pitch in and reward them with 15 minutes of screen time. That works really well in my house. So number 3, read alouds. Just because it's summer doesn't mean that we shouldn't be reading to our kids. And if you read the book, The Read Aloud Family, there is so many statistics that back up the amazing things that happen to developing children's brains when you as a parent sit down and read to them, no matter their age. So pick up that book and pick up another book and read it to your kids. Read it before bedtime, read it in the morning, read it when you're bored. And you'll find that you develop such a great relationship with your kids when you start reading aloud to them. And yes, this even goes for high schoolers. So number 4, which is one of my favorite things, is IXL. IXL, the letters. IXL.com is a website that many school systems actually use, and it is a subscription-based website, but it is so much better than 99.9% of the apps out there on the tablet. And I know during summer parents download so many apps. Take it from a teacher. This subscription-based program is miles better. Now, I haven't used it in a couple of years, so I don't know about the content level on some of the questions, but it has history, or social studies, math, science, and language arts. It has the 4 biggies on there. And you can go by grade level, and it's pretty much in line with the school system. So yes, I believe it does have some Common Core, don't quote me on that, however, and you can pay based on what you want to do. So a lot of times for us, it was math, because my oldest really struggled with math when we were transitioning from public school to homeschool. So we got a IXL subscription, and oh my goodness, both of my kids just loved going on there. They get little token rewards. And although we use teaching textbooks now, which is almost the same thing, it's just a more comprehensive and cheaper because you don't have a subscription. I really, really liked that system, and I would let them go on the computer for 15-20 minutes at a time, and they could just pick whatever subject they wanted to do because I actually bought a subscription for both kids for all 4 subjects. and it really helped them fight that summer mush brain, and they did not have the brain dump, especially with math, because they were doing the games on IXL all summer long before we jumped back into the school year. So that really, really helped us. So number 5, I really recommend having some type of structure, routine, schedule in your home, even during the summer, because kids really crave that. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and watch my video on why you need a structured routine or schedule in your home when you homeschool. Now this also goes for those breaks when we don't homeschool. So my kids still wake up and they go through their schedule. Even if we don't have school that day, they know those things that they need to do in order to go about their day. It's just a thing that they don't even think about anymore. And those things really help me. Like, they just did the dishes for me, which I really appreciate because I really just want to go have a cup of coffee right now. So having some kind of schedule and routine will help you transition back into the new school year, because they have still been going through most of that routine minus, certain subjects or minus school. They'll still have that going on. So it will help you get back into your school routine, whether that's in the fall or midsummer or whenever you make your routine. So my last suggestion is doing art and puzzles. Now, I have a child, my youngest, who is 8, who just loves puzzles. I mean, he's a puzzle master. We frequently go to the Dollar Tree and we grab all of the word searches and the crossword puzzles, and he will just sit there and lay on the floor and do those. He would rather do a crossword puzzle than watch television at this point, which is really cool. I really, really like that about him. He's my little brainiac, but doing art and things like that really, really helps develop skills to kind of help your kids hone in on certain things that they actually enjoy. So my oldest, he has gotten into clay, and that's been his new hobby since about the beginning of this year. And although it's not an expensive hobby, I really enjoy watching him cultivate this brand new skill of his, and he has gotten better and better. So make sure that they have time, and that you as a parent kind of schedule in something where they're doing something artistic, whether that is drawing with sidewalk chalk outside and blowing bubbles for younger kids, or it's using clay and learning how people actually mold and make figures, like my oldest. And now there's tons of YouTube videos for this, and that's one of the things that I allow him screen time for. There is a special channel that he loves to watch, and he learns how to use the soft clay that he really, really likes, the air dry stuff, and he will sit there for hours and just make these clay formations, and he's getting really good at it. So make sure that they have time to do something artistic where they're honing some kind of craft. And now that's going to vary widely depending on the age of your children, but art stuff is so easy to find. Check out Pinterest if you want. You can follow my Pinterest account. I have several homeschool boards, several kid boards where I pin all kinds of fun stuff that my kids do, and I can link that down below for you guys as well. So go and check those out, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel so you guys can get all the latest updates, and I'm going to be posting some more book reviews next week, so stay tuned. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.